In this video, we're going to talk about some tips for finding appropriate keywords to use in your search. By now, you may have watched some of our other library tutorial videos, such as how to navigate to an individual database through our A to Z database list, or maybe starting with a research guide to look at some recommended resources, or perhaps you watched the general library overview. For this video on choosing appropriate keywords, let's suppose you have a particular topic in mind that you want to research, and you find yourself wondering, what words should you use to begin? Or you may have tried some keywords and you find that you're not getting the results that you expected, or worse, no results at all. At the beginning of my search, I know I'm interested in an environmental science topic. By now, I know that I can start with the multi-search platform to cast a wide net across many databases, or I can scroll down to the A to Z database list and look specifically at databases pertinent to a specific discipline. In this case, I am choosing to look at the databases specific to environmental studies, and I'm going to try the first database, Environment Complete. I'll start with the phrase environmental science, just to see what comes up. With this example, I come up with over 60,000 results from just this one database. However, as I scroll through the list, I find that the results are varied across many topics because I haven't honed in on a particular aspect of environmental science that I want to explore. This is where some brainstorming on your part comes in handy. Before heading into databases to search, you may want to think about what are some specific aspects of your topic that you want to know about. If you are unsure and are looking for ideas of what to write about, you can try searching in one of our databases that's considered a reference source, such as Access Science, Credo, or Gale Virtual Reference Library. These databases offer means of browsing in different subject areas and provide background information on topics. Let's look at Access Science as an example. Toward the top of the page, there are listed broad categories for different science-related topics. If we click on a category, Environmental Science, we can find topics further divided out by subcategories. By clicking on the subcategory of Conservation, we can see some suggested topics, and if we click on a specific topic like coral bleaching, the article provides background information on the topic, research that's been conducted in this field, related topics, and this is where you may also find other ways of stating your topic, including additional keywords and ideas to help you narrow your research. When reading this article, you will find terms such as corals and ocean acidification, ocean warming, coral diseases, and other terms that you can use. Once I'm armed with more information, I may want to return to my subject-specific database and try one of my newly found keywords to come up with more specific results. Here I'll stick with coral bleaching to see what comes up. Now I still have over 1,000 results, however the results are much more focused, and I can use options like limiting to a specific date range or type of source to narrow even further. As I look through this list, I can also use the subject headings associated with each article to help me determine more appropriate keywords for my topic, to find other avenues to narrow my research, and potentially different ways of thinking about my topic. Here I see terms like coral reef ecology, coral declines, coral mortality, etc. In many databases, you can use the options to see which subject headings occur most often, which could be another way of determining which terms are most appropriate to use. Here are some other tips. You may want to start a document where you can capture some terms that you use to complement or replace an existing search term. The subject option on most database platforms is another way to quickly capture other ways of expressing an idea that can be used in different combinations to more effectively search through a database. You can find more helpful tips on generating keywords through the Getting Started with Research at Shapiro Library Research Guide, specifically the Keyword Selection tab. Finally, I'll point out our reference librarian team. Please feel free to reach out to your liaison librarian or to use the chat 24/7 with the librarian for assistance to help you find appropriate terms to search the databases and effective search strategies.